the Omega who refused to kneel. In a world ruled by alphas, Omegas were not people. They were assets, marked at birth, tracked, sold, owned. And if they resisted, they disappeared. Kale had spent 16 years pretending to be invisible. Head down, voice quiet, scent suppressed with illegal herbs his mother taught him to use before she vanished. He worked in the lower districts, fixing broken tech no one else cared about. That was how Omegas survived, by being useful but never noticeable. But Kale had one problem. He wasn't weak. The day everything changed, the city sky burned red. A rebellion. Not the usual scattered riots, this was organized. Explosions echoed through the Alpha District. Sirens screamed. Drones filled the air. Kale knew better than to get involved. He turned to lock his shop. "Don't move." The voice behind him was low, controlled, dangerous. Kale froze. Alpha. He could feel it before he even turned. The pressure, like the air itself, was heavier. Slowly, he faced him. Tall, dark coat, eyes sharp like a blade that had never dulled. This wasn't just an alpha. This was power. "I need a place to hide," the stranger said. Kale almost laughed. "Then you picked the wrong door." The alpha stepped closer. "You're an Omega." It wasn't a question. Kale's heart slammed, but his face didn't change. "You're mistaken." A pause. Then the alpha smirked slightly. "No, I don't make mistakes." Before Kale could react, soldiers stormed the street. Target located. Gunfire. The alpha grabbed Kale and pulled him inside. "Congratulations," Kale muttered. "You just ruined my life." "Relax," the alpha replied calmly, blocking the door. "If they wanted you dead, you'd already be gone. That doesn't make me feel better." "It should." They hid in silence as footsteps thundered past. Kale watched him carefully. Everything about this man was wrong. Alphas didn't ask Omegas for help. They took. They commanded. They owned. So why was this one asking? "Who are you?" Kale asked. The alpha hesitated. Then, "Someone they want gone." That doesn't narrow it down. Another pause. "I started the rebellion." Kale blinked, then laughed once sharp. "You're serious?" "Yes." Kale leaned back, staring at him. "So let me get this straight. You and Alpha are destroying your own kind system and hiding in an Omega's shop." "Yes." "You're insane." "Probably. But this time it was different. Heavier. Charged." "You could turn me in," the alpha said quietly. "You'd be rewarded. Protected. Elevated." Kale scoffed. "Protected? By the same system that would collar me tomorrow." The alpha didn't answer. Because he couldn't. Kale stepped closer. "You want to tear it all down?" he asked. "Yes." "Then stop acting like I'm beneath you." That caught him off guard. For the first time, the alpha looked uncertain. "What's your name?" Kale asked. "Riven." "Kale." A moment passed. Then Kale held out his hand. "If we're doing this, we do it as equals." Riven stared at his hand. Omegas didn't do that. They didn't demand. They didn't stand eye to eye. Slowly, Riven took it. That was the moment everything changed. Not the rebellion. Not the explosions. Not the war that followed. But the moment an Omega refused to kneel. And an Alpha chose not to make him. Watch out for part 2.